Hello everybody, this is Johnny S with another vlog, another ride with the R6. It's not as easy as expected, but simultaneously not as difficult as expected. And the only pressure point that I can feel is basically when the tank, as I've noticed, is pushing up against my surgery. So in today's video we're going to still talk about the same old topic. I know that you might be bored, but yeah, I'm still thinking about it a lot. I don't think there's a day that doesn't go by that I don't think about it. So still contemplating on the idea of getting a 1000cc little bike. It is an important decision to make. You know, it's something that you're going to drive, and as you've probably figured out, I'm not a type of person that will change his bikes easy. Hence why I've got this bike here for as long as I've got it. So yeah, I'm not used to making this type of changes, possibly because of the budget, possibly because of the lifestyle or my preferences. So if I do make this change, I am assuming that it's going to be a bike that I'm going to have for quite some time. Therefore I'm taking my time thinking about it, and I'm trying to weigh in the plus, the positive and the negatives, all the different aspects of it. Let's say it's not simple, you know, it is a decision that you need to take your time. I'm not in a rush, to tell you the truth, and again the feelings are mixed. I'm still contemplating on it. There's a lot of things that I'm trying to decide on. He lifted, baby, he lifted. I don't know if you can be seen on the camera, but the front came off the ground. I'm still craving for the power. I'm still craving for the power. That's another thing that's another thought that I had, because of, it's been like, let's say around 15 days that I have taken the bike, and I thought first time that I take it after the surgery, you're going to be a little bit scared and you're going to be a little bit tight. They probably have gotten unused to it, and then the power that the R6 has might feel to you like it's quite a bit, you know what I mean? But that is not the case, meaning that I haven't gotten used to the power of the R6, and possibly another indication that it's probably time to go for the 1cc bike, really. It's time to go for the 1cc. So I'm quite confident that the decision that I'm making is the right one, let's say. You cannot be certain about anything in life, obviously, but you know. So one of the things that I did also, I went to two of my mechanics. I mean, I've got one mechanic, but there's another guy that I trust. He's not close to my area, but he was my previous mechanic, which I do trust a lot. I think he has good points. And I went to both my mechanics. So I'll tell you one of them that I trust, my current mechanic. I was thinking about getting a 1000cc bike. What do you think? He goes, yeah, about time. I thought straight away, what the fuck is he talking about? He goes, yeah, you've got the bike for fucking ages, you know what I mean? He goes to me, I was wondering when the fuck you're gonna make the move. You should have already done it. So straight away I was like dumbfounded, like, what the fuck is he saying? Like, and I told him, yeah, you're right. You know, hey, he goes to me, you were asking me about how to do the gear change. You're asking me to do this, to do that. I thought, yeah, you want more fucking more power. It's obvious, you know what I mean? So it's like they say sometimes, some people know us best and better than ourselves, you know what I mean? And then I told him, okay, what do you think about bikes? Have you got to suggest anything? And he was a little bit reluctant, you know what I mean? He goes, depends what you like. I can't tell you what to get, you know what I mean? So And then I asked him specifically, I told him, you know, what about the R1? He goes, yeah, the R1 is good, you've got a Yamaha, so you know what they're like. But in some cases, you know, they do have some issues, and they can be a little bit difficult when it comes to when it comes to repairs and stuff. But yeah, for sure. And I told him, yeah, I really like the R1 like thing. I got him, what about the Hondas? Hondas are good, but between Hondas and R1s, I will say R1. Don't go for the Honda. Which surprised me. I got him why. They're good quality. He goes, they are good quality, but they're a little bit also more expensive when it comes to the repairs for the parts. And that depends again on you, you know what I mean? Between, if you ask me for Honda or the Yamaha, I would say go for the Yamaha. I thought, okay. Then I got him, what about Kawasaki? He goes, fuck Kawasaki. What the fuck is... He goes, Kawasaki is currently in Greece. They have a huge problem when it comes to the representatives, and they don't have someone representing them, which means it's going to make it difficult for you, at least at the current time. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. Maybe somebody buys out or something, but there has been an issue in general. Not to say that the bikes themselves are not good, he goes, but yeah. And then I thought to myself, like, he looked like he was waiting for something. I was waiting, and I got him. What about the Suzuki's? Before I finish the Suzuki's, get a G6R. Get a fucking G6R. Be done with it. And I was fucking surprised. Like, out of all the ones, I left the Gixxer at the end because, not that I don't like the bike, but in my mind, because I thought maybe like, oh, fuck, it's Squid, Gixxer and shit. You know, I kind of put it, you know, at the end. And because I've heard like a lot of bad things, like the cut chassis and shit, I thought maybe he'll say something like, you know, don't go for it. And he goes, no, he goes, Suzuki is one of the best bikes. It's quality. He also told me about the 2005 and 2016. He goes, if you go for those specific models that were very, very good, very powerful, very good technology, very easy to maintain and to repair, easy to take apart. He was explaining me like that, and he goes, they're engine-wise, quality-wise, they don't break, you know what I mean? And then I asked him, I got him, what about, you know, what was heard about breaking chassis and shit? He goes, that's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, because every year there's specific bikes, not just Suzuki, from all brands, which they have issues with the chassis. It's a small number. Suzuki back in 2008 had a huger sort of, let's say, problem, an issue with these bikes, and hence why they got the bad name, the bad reputation, you know what I mean? But he goes to me, that happens to all bikes. And he goes to me, if I had to advise you, let me stop and let the guy pass us. He goes, if I had to advise you for something, I will say, he goes to me, go get something. Suzuki is a good you know, brand. But again, it depends, because Suzuki's, there were a lot of teenage young kids which buy them and they fuck around with them. It might be difficult for you to find in a good condition. In any case, he goes to me, you have to bring the bike to me first. Don't pay a single euro unless you give me the bike. I'll check it out, and I am able, because I asked him, are you able to figure out whether, you know, the chassis has broken and then it has been glued together? He goes, yes, if you bring it to me, I'll be able to tell whether something like that has happened. They can cover them up quite, you know, good, but I have ways to figure it out. So I'll go to him, okay. But he goes, again, if you bring me a G6R and then you bring me, which is banged up, and an R1 which is better quality, I will tell you, go with whatever is better quality. So understandable, because he's a mechanic. He's thinking it from the, you know, from the point of view of mechanical wise, you know what I mean? But I was, yeah, I was surprised. G6R, I never thought about it. And I was walking back home, and I was thinking like, fuck, I'm gonna be a jigsaw boy. What the fuck, I love of God, dude. I don't know, it's hilarious. Then obviously I researched online on what he told me, and I had a look again on the G6R. Like I said, I don't know, I'm not like against or for. You might see me end up with the G6R. As per my mechanic, that's the best choice. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for your time. There might be more videos to come with the 1000cc topic discussion. Like I said, I'm a guy that usually takes his time, don't like to rush shit, so I'll share my thoughts, and whoever wants to leave a comment, I ain't gonna beg. Do leave your fucking comment. Anyway, Thank you very much, and I bid you goodbye. Bye bye.